everybody, it's Jody here, and welcome to the Nook. So today I do have a wee bit of a haul to do for you guys. This is a mix of some stuff from Sephora, some stuff from Shoppers Drug Mart, Beauty Boutique, some stuff from Walmart and London Drugs, and just a whole mismatch of things. A lot of people have mentioned to me lately that I don't have a lot of drugstore items on my channel, so I decided to maybe up my drugstore game. So I went and bought a few items. I'll be honest, a lot of the items that I picked out were ones that I had seen in other YouTubers' videos as some of their favorites from the drugstore, because I didn't really know where to start. When I got into makeup, it was straight into MAC and Sephora kind of locations, and that's where I started, that's where I stayed, and it's just now that I'm starting to appreciate some of the gems that can be found at the drugstore. Okay, well, let's get into the fun. I do have some of my receipts here because I gotta look up the prices of things and my memory is kind of shot. So let's just start. So mascara. Mascara is something I use pretty much every day, even if I'm not wearing makeup or not. I feel like it just makes me feel prettier when I do it. I have a tendency to buy very high-end, very expensive mascaras, so I wanted to try some drugstore ones. So I got this guy here, and I've seen this in a few YouTubers' videos. This is the Super Sizer mascara from CoverGirl. I got the regular old school one that doesn't come with the fibers. It had a really kind of interesting shaped wand here, so I'm really excited to use that. The other one that I got, and I got it because I don't know. I don't know, something about it was like kind of creepy and wonderful. I got the Maybelline Volume Express Colossal Spider Effect Mascara. I just kind of really loved the webs all over the packaging. The wand looked really, really interesting, and it was new and a big display and the latest and greatest, so I figured I'd try one old school kind of fave of people's and one of the new ones on the market and see how I like it. Oh, I got this. Okay, so Physicians Formula is one of those brands that I see people talk about a lot and I don't really own any of. So I decided to buy a few items from them. One of them was this, the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Youth Boosting Spotless Powder. Boom shakalaka. I mean, the color of the packaging on its own is very cute. When I was looking at this, they have a claim in the bottom here that says, look 10 years younger. I would love to look like I was in my early 20s again, by all means. But the big thing for me with this one was their claim that it covers age spots. Now, age spots is not something that I deal with, but I do have very acne prone skin, so I can get acne scarring. So I figured if it would work on age spots, maybe it would work on acne spots as well. We'll have to see. It's really, really cute packaging. Physicians Formula. The lids are always really crappy, but the bottom's pretty good. It pops open, and in the very bottom here, there is this goofy ass brush, which is stiff as stiff can be. I don't know who would ever apply powder with this, but you know, it's in there, okay, and a mirror, but the powder itself looks like this. There's the powder itself. It is super, super soft. Its texture rivals some of my high-end powders. I'm just gonna put it here. It is quite illuminating. I'm not sure how much it will show up. It is quite illuminating. It's kind of right in this area here. I'll just tilt my hand and see if it shows up at all. Yeah, you can kind of see it when I move my hand around a little bit. I have been looking for really good BB cream or CC cream. I tend to be an absolute grease ball in the summertime, and this one was suggested to me. It is the Gosh BB Cream Foundation Primer Moisturizer all-in-one with SPF 15. She looks like this. I got not the lightest shade, the second one, 02 Beige. I think it might have a little too much of a pink undertone for me because I do tend to lean a little yellow, really honestly, very yellow. I haven't tried it on my face. The coverage seems all right. It seems really kind of greasy when you put it on the hand, but after it sits there for a little while, you can definitely feel it like soak in. And it doesn't go full matte, but it's not like some where they stay like oily and greasy kind of looking all day. I have high hopes for this. I've been in the hunt, and everything I've tried and everything that's been suggested to me does not really work how I want it to. I'm not looking for full coverage, I'm just looking to not look greasy throughout the day. This sucker was, I believe, $22. Oh, wrong receipt. Yeah, $22 Canadian. You get 1 fluid ounce in it, or 30 milliliters, whichever way you want to look at it. And we'll try it. I'll be honest, I've tried some of Gosh's other products, but they were all sort of powder-based. I wasn't really impressed, but we'll see. Next I got, oh, hair ties. As you guys can tell, my hair is basically always in a ponytail, so those are a must in my life. Oh, next I got one of these NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I've heard a lot of people talk about them and really like them. They ran, this one was $9.99 for it. I went with the color Istanbul. Okay, so if you guys have tried these Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Lipsticks, to be honest, they're slightly more whipped than these soft matte lip creams, but the texture of them is very similar. These colors look a lot alike, but really when they're swatched or applied, they're not at all. This is very kind of pink with a slight undertint of mauve. This one felt like it was one I could try comfortably, so we'll try it out. I wanted to try some drugstore blushes, so I got one of these Wet n Wild color icons, and I got mine in the color Pearlescent Pink. I have not wore it. You guys can see, oh, it comes with stupid little brushes and everything. I wish they stopped doing that. I'm not sure how much you can see, but it does have quite a bit of sort of glitter kind of in it. But when I swatch it, that glitter doesn't come off too bad. So it's right here. It's a really nice soft color. It's a pink, but it's got a really strong kind of peachy undertone, and it is kind of shiny. It's got a bit of sparkle. You can kind of see the glitter on it when you swatch it, but you're never gonna put it as thick on your cheeks as you get off on a swatch. So I think it will be fine, and for the price point, I think this little sucker was, how much was it? It was super cheap. $4.57 Canadian, like, it's a hell of a lot better than 30-40 bucks for a blush. I got one of these. I've never tried this liner before. It's the NYC Liquid Eyeliner in their regular black with the Precision Brush Applicator. I got this little guy because if you guys watch Crispy, she swears by it. This is her eyeliner of choice. She raves about it all the time. It's all she ever uses. I've seen other YouTubers who were not too keen on it. I decided I will try it for myself. I don't wear a lot of eyeliner, so to find an eyeliner at the drugstore at a better price point would be much better than some of the higher end expensive eyeliners that I have purchased in the past, and most of the time I don't use them up before they start to go back. So I have high hopes for this little sucker. I think it was $4 and something cents. Next, I have another Physicians Formula product. I was really into the drugstore blushes. I don't have a lot of blushes, so it is something I would like to increase in my collection. So I got one of these, the Physicians Formula Multicolored Custom Blush Magic Mosaic in the shade Soft Rose. It says to adjust your shade from dark to light. The print on the package itself kind of did it for me. The color, I don't know, there was something about it that really sort of called to me in the store, but I gotta say I have swatched this and I think I'm gonna return it. So once again, it comes with the mirror and a weird ass little brush, which I have tried. With this, you get sort of lighter tones on this side that kind of, sorry, this wants to pop open, sort of lean a little bit more peach. On this other side, you get some mauves and some more richer, deeper, dark rose colors. I have tried swatching this in just the light, just the dark area and all around. I'm going to show you guys. I am digging my hand in here, and that's all that comes off. Like, barely anything. When I put it on my skin, you can hardly see any pink at all. It's such a shame. I have tried this with a multitude of brushes. Just swatching it, I've tried it putting on my cheeks because I bought this day before yesterday, and I am having no luck with anything. It just has no pigmentation. $14.87 for this blush. I spent less than $5 on that Wet n Wild one, and the pigmentation is amazing. This is just not good. Not good. It's going back. I'm sending it back. The NYC Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. So it's like this. $4.97. $4.97 for this. I think I pay like $29 for the smallest size of the mineral veil you can get. When it comes out, Comes out very kind of creamy. I'm gonna like that. I'm just gonna kind of blend it in. It feels almost more like a moisturizer, but it soaks into the skin so nicely and kind of goes away really quick, but it does remain that somewhat kind of tacky feel, which is what I like in a primer. If it's just going to blend in and not have that tack, then I might as well just be using moisturizer and not primer. That's just how I feel about it. Next, I decided to try one of the CoverGirl blushes, these CoverGirl Cheekers, and I picked this color specifically because I have a list. When I watch YouTube videos, I have a list. So I've purposely been making a list for a while of what some other YouTubers' favorite drugstore makeup was specifically for this, and I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Young, Wild and Polished. I could be wrong. This color in Natural Rose was her favorite. I have no idea why, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. It looks like a beautiful color. This is right up my alley. This gorgeous kind of soft baby pink. In the viewfinder, it looks like it's coming off a bit tan. It's not. It's a true rosy pink. But watch what happens. Bare finger. I'm using this one because I can really dig into it. Look at this. Nothing. The slightest hint of pink, and I am pushing on this. I have tried putting a brush in there to kick it up. I have tried scratching it with my nail to get some color off, and it just nothing. And then when I swipe it on my skin, look, nothing is there. It's like non-existent. And I checked the price on this. I paid $4.57, I think, for this guy. Cheekers. Yeah, $4.57. Look at that. I'm remembering things. $4.57 for this. I just threw away $4.57. I know it's not a lot of money, but if I'm gonna pay money for anything, it might as well, even if it's not the best product in the world, it should at least have color coming off of it. This is supposed to be a blush. For who? Invisible people, apparently. I don't know, but that is going back. I have no idea if there's other colors of these are better, but this is such a major turnoff for me that I will never be buying another one. I don't care what other people say, because this is absolute shit. I did get something from Hard Candy. I'm such a packaging whore, but look at this packaging. It's so cute. They're the Hard Candy Velvet Mousse Matte Lip Colors. I thought the tin was cute, but I really liked the color of the lip product inside. Sorry, the top of the tin does have a mirror. So it sits in this lovely little velvet case, but really, it's like this. And this thing is so freaking skinny. Like, look at it. It reminds me of one of those silver flatfish. I know that's a weird analogy to compare it to a fish, but a fish, I see them. So when this unscrews, it just has sort of a somewhat awkward feel to it. But when you, I gotta swatch over here. I'm running out of room on that hand. When you swatch it, it just goes on so nice. Like, look at that color. It's so nice. And when it sits on your hand for a little while, because this is what I do all the time before I put stuff on my lips, I put it on my hand and see how well I can feel it or how long the feeling lasts. It basically kind of feels like nothing is there. I am so sorry, guys. My one filming light has completely crapped out. So we're going to have to make do with lighting how it is. It's going to be a little bit dark. The swatches aren't going to come across completely true to color, but it is what it is. We have a bit of natural light. We have sort of what kind of crazy, like, regular in-house lighting I have going on here right now, but that's gonna have to be about it. Alright, so we're almost to the high-end stuff, but I got one more thing from the drugstore, and I got one of these. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I got mine in bronzer. It's the butter bronzer in the color bronzer. They had a couple colors. They had light bronze, and then they had bronzer. Now, I've heard a lot of other people talking about this and saying how light the light bronzer was, because really honestly, looking at the two packages side by side, I could hardly tell the difference. So I went with bronzer. I can actually smell this before I even open it up. Okay, so this is a Physicians Formula product that I am so beyond stoked about. Okay, so we open it up. Here's the color here. And then underneath, of course, they have the mirror and the package, but they have this weird ass little sponge. It's so strange. It's such an odd little sponge, but you know, I'm going to try it. It is so kind of light that I sort of thought, well, I don't know, but when you start to put it on your skin, when you're someone as fair as me, everything just smells like it. So it's right over here. So it gives me the subtlest, most natural sort of tan look to the skin. I don't think it's a bronzer that's really going to work on anyone much darker than my skin tone, and I'm pretty fair, and this is the darkest of the two shades. It's kind of amazeballs. Like, it is a diamond in the rough at the drugstore so far, and I am loving it. Alright, so here's a few high-end kind of things that I bought that I didn't haul. I've gotten them recently. One of them just arrived yesterday? Day before yesterday. Let's be fair. Be accurate. Day before yesterday. So I haven't even tried it out yet. So let's just get into it. You guys who have been watching my channel for a little while know that I am the allergy queen. But I have found what may actually become my favorite perfume of all time. I have always wanted to have like a signature scent, a scent that is sort of known as me. Like, there's some scents that you really, really recognize with people and brings back memories. I want one of those scents, but it's so hard for me, and the ones that I find that work are sort of like pink sugar. They're very, very juvenile kind of scents, and they're not mature. And although I don't really act it, I'm older. I should be considered a woman who has matured at this point. So I found this, and this is the Giorgio Armani San Diego. I will never be able to say that right. Oh my god, look at this bottle. It's just, oh, she is just beautiful, and this light is not doing it any favors. This one really blends with my natural skin scent really, really well. It lingers a long time. I'm just gonna put some of this now. Oh yes. Oh my god, it is just so pretty. It doesn't bother my allergies at all. I feel like I could kind of, I could be a little heavy-handed with things sometimes. Oh, it smells beautiful. It soaks into my skin right away, and it just complements like sort of my natural skin scent tones already. I'm very, very torn, and I have enough points, so I might actually go back and get the Air one anyways, because it's so rare for me to find a perfume that works. But if you guys haven't smelt these yet, they are really phenomenal. I'm just gonna shut up because I'm yammering on and on. Okay, next thing that I got a couple things from the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne collection. I got the face palette, and I also got the eyeshadow palette. I'll start with the face palette. The face palette is phenomenal. All of these blushes, the mirror in here, nobody beats this mirror. Like, I've got lots of palettes. I don't have a mirror like this. This is actually better than the vanity mirror that I have set on my vanity. I'm gonna flip this upside down. It will shine you guys a little bit. As you guys can see by the powder around it, I've been using the hell out of this thing. These three blushes up here are amazing. I mix and I match them. Prosecco Pop is a little bit too gold and in your face for my skin tone. I'm still playing with how to use it. So far, I'm really liking it as a brow bone highlight, but you know, it is gorgeous. I am so happy to have it. It's beautiful. I have absolutely zero qualms or complaints about this palette whatsoever. If Jaclyn Hill's name wasn't on it, I would be just as happy to own it. I highly recommend it. Next we have the El Controversio. The palette of controversy, and that is the Becca Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. Sorry, this is a mirror on it. It's gonna shine you guys like crazy. So you guys have probably seen this 100 times by now, but here's the colors here. I know that people had patchy, powdery, as you guys can see by the powder kicking up in mine, over here on that Bordeaux shade. Also right here in Cordial. I think that's Cordial. Yeah, in Cordial. It's just, especially these three matte shades, the powderiness and patchiness is for real. Does it live up to Becca's regular formula and stuff? No. However, I will say I don't care. I'm not going to return mine. I am still able to, with the powderiness and such, get really nice looks. Everything you guys see on my eyes today is Becca Champagne Pop, other than my eyeliner. This is all that eyeshadow palette. I do have to work with it a little more, but no more than some of, say, my Sephora brand eyeshadows, things like that. If I like the colors and I like the presentation, I don't have a problem working with things a little bit, and things being slightly underpigmented sometimes is not always a bad thing, especially when you're in a rush. So this will probably be a really good palette that I would probably use day to day, as opposed to when I want to do something big and dramatic. Next, more eyeshadow palettes. I gave into the hype and I got the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. This is the one that arrived like day before yesterday, and quite frankly, I really wish the palette was the color of the box. This is cute, it's pretty, but that pink is like boom shakalaka. Here's what it looks like. I'll open it up for you guys. It has a nice big mirror. The mirror's fairly good quality. And here's the shadows here. As you guys can see, I haven't even done finger swatches of this. I just got it. It's really pretty though. It's really pretty. This color here, Confession, kind of has my little heart doing a bit of a pitter pat. That one does. I really like this Vanity color, how it's a really like darkened black and plum. I think it'd be really nice. I've heard mixed things about some of the shades and such, but you know, it's beautiful. I just kind of don't want to use it because it's pretty embossing, doesn't go super deep. So as soon as I start kicking up and using these, all those pretty little Jeffree Star logos on there are going to be gone. But this is a beautiful looking palette. I can't comment too much on it because I haven't even swatched it yet. But I'm really glad to have it, and I'm going to have some good fun. Alright, here is the last thing that I got. I'm sorry this is so long. You guys know I save all my shit and then do a haul like crazy. This is the last thing that I got. This is the most expensive thing that I got. This set me back $131, and now I'm absolutely kind of terrified to use it. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do sort of maybe a month review where I take you guys every time I use it stage by stage and we can see together if it's making any difference. But I got the Sunday Riley I got the Sunday Riley Retinol and Blue Tansy Luna Sleeping Night Oil. Looks like this, the box, but when you open it up, okay, it looks like, oh, they have this sucker protected like no other. It looks like this. This does have a dropper. I was very excited when I was in the store and purchased it. As you guys can see, the blue color there. Yeah, so this is a nighttime treatment. It's an oil, but it has blue tansy in it, it has retinol in it, it has a whole schwack load of other natural oils and things like that that are supposed to be amazing for your skin. So, let me know if a review of that is something you guys would be interested in. I'm sorry this video was such a mess. We had lighting, we had cats jumping on the stand where I keep my camera, I had me dropping things and breaking things, and it was a bit of a mess. So if you guys have made it this far, thank you so much. If you guys would like a review on anything that I've shown you, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know about what your favorite drugstore mascaras are. I totes need to know. I need to know, because mascara is like causing some budget issues, my friend. I apologize I was away for a week. This past week has been a very difficult one for my husband's side of the family with some really bad news because of the nervousness and stress. My symptoms were sort of going nuts, and I was working outside of my regular office, so I was driving out of town to work and back, so it just ended up being sort of a crazy hell week. but I'm back, and hopefully I can get back on track with the filming. I apologize that there is a big gap, but anywho, you guys know, you understand, shit happens, so it just is what it is. So we're back, and I'm here, and I can't guarantee these videos over the next little while are going to be completely flawless, because I can already tell this one's a hot freaking mess, but good on you for sticking around. If you guys like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, you know, do it. Do it. So you can see what I have coming up next, because it's always exciting and fun around here. And as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Bye.